Welcome to another missionary mandate training video. My name is Ken Acha. I'm a faculty member with the Missionary Training School. Today I'm going to talk to you about 7 successful fundraising tips. Let's get right into it. When you raise funds as a Christian, which I prefer to view it as asking and receiving, which is part of the ministry of giving and receiving, which is clearly taught in the scriptures, we need to view God as the overall CEO and owner of everything. The Bible is very clear that the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. The resources that belong to everyone on earth are God's resources, and the people that currently own those resources are basically stewards. When we view God as the CEO and ourselves as servants of God, and the other people who own the resources that we're trying to bring on board to become partners, giving and sharing so that the work of the ministry is done, we know that we are only requesting them to join us so we can serve our common master who owns all the things that we have, both those that we have and those that they have. It becomes something that is very easy, and God takes all the glory because God is seen as the owner that He truly is. The next thing that I want us to take a look at is that we need to go face to face and ask. This is very crucial. When we do fundraising, many times it's very easy to try to do everything by mail because it's easy. We don't want to face people. We are ashamed. Some of us are scared that they might say no face to face. But going face to face shows the respect that those people deserve because you are bringing them on board, not for the money alone, but because God wants us to do ministry together. The next step is you need to love donor ministry. What do I mean by donor ministry? When we seek people to become team partners who donate financial support to help the work go ahead, they are not coming in just for the money. God does not want that. Remember, God is the owner of everything, and God wants to use that ministry opportunity to build up His children who engage in the act of giving and receiving. So we need to see that as such and try to be there to minister to them and keep them updated with what is going on in ministry. Send them letters of thank you and send them updates about what is going on. And for us who take care of orphans, many times we get our orphans to be in communication with these people, write them letters, and they write letters, and many times they get blessed tremendously by engaging in the act of giving and receiving in ministry. Many of us usually need to grow first in our area of giving and receiving. And God, again, owns everything. Sometimes when we don't receive the financial support that we need to engage in the ministry activity that God is calling us, it is a clear sign that our own financial life, that our giving and receiving is not in good shape. And God is not so much interested in just providing resources to us as He is interested in seeing us grow ourselves as His children. God wants us to grow. The purpose of ministry is so we can grow into the image of Christ. So when we are sloppy in our own giving, we should not expect God to be fully behind us in the area of causing other people to give. So that's a very important thing. We should seek to be givers ourselves. And that is something that we learn because the flesh does not seek to be generous. We have to learn and submit to God's authority in that area. I put ask here. The scriptures are clear. Jesus even said, ask and it shall be given unto you. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be open. Many of us engage in ministry in such a way that we just want to present the needs to people but never ask. For some people like George Mueller and Hudson Taylor, who had great faith and God led them to engage in ministry in such a way that they didn't have to ask people, that is great. If you want to pursue ministry, let us seek God's face and actually pursue ministry like that, not because of fear. If you allow fear to be the reason why you don't do it, don't expect to be a George Mueller or a Hudson Taylor. They didn't seek God like that because they were afraid, but they wanted to live a life that proves God's faith, and they were willing to be tested for the faith that they were going to stand for, and God tested them and was able to lead them through in such a way. So we need to think about that. Something that we frequently fail at is when we go to ask someone to be a partner, we give them too many options. We say, oh, you could be a prayer partner, you could be telling other people about it, you could give financially if you want. Go with one thing. Ask them and pray about it first. Spend time praying before you go, and go ask them, I'd like for you to support financially, monthly, and I'd like for you to support with $100 a month. That will help me meet the ministry need that I have. And do this after you have worked on your strategy and you've come up with your need and things like that. And I've taught how to do this in a different video. Then when you say have a need of $1,000 a month, well, if you select 10 people to go share with, ask each person for $100. And you're asking knowing that if they respond with $100, you will get the $1,000 that you need a month. So be specific and ask only for one thing. Don't go ask somebody and while you're expecting them to give financially, you say, you can pray. You can choose to be a prayer partner. You could choose to tell other people. You could choose to give financially, or you could choose to give your clothes to the orphans. Just give too many options that they're going to pick the easiest option, not because they're unwilling, but because they feel like there are other people out there who may give. We always, we always are usually like that. If we know that somebody actually needs us, we're going to respond. But if they have so many options as though they really don't need any specific one, they just have any option that you want, you're going to pick the option that you're most comfortable with. And for most people, it's not giving money, it's just praying. Unless you want only prayer partners, don't put the option on there. And if you need prayer partners, just ask for prayer partners. Don't ask prayer and money, because some people are going to choose money when you are looking for prayer partners. And if you're looking for partners that give financially, ask them. After they start giving, you may then ask if they could pray for you also. In fact, most people who give their money away are going to pray for the one they're giving their money to. Another thing that you need to do is use a pledge card so that people can sign up right there and then subsequently give their donations later. If they need some time to pray, which is a good thing, then you can hand them the pledge card. When they pray and know what they need to give, they'll write it on the pledge card and mail it to you, and then they'll keep responding month after month with the donations that they have decided to give. That's it for this video. My name is Ken Acha. I'm a faculty member with the Missionary Training School at Missionary Mandate. If you have any questions, please contact us and we will be glad to assist you.